When we found out we were expecting, that was a very memorable day. And then the first time we heard his little heartbeat, and at the time we didn't know he or she. We actually referred to him as Bubba Bean.
Yeah, Bubba Bean. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, I don't know either.
You did it. That's yours.
Yeah, it was mine.
Okay.
So basically, my Bubba Bean, who we named Kai. We already started calling him Kai at that point.
Yep.
We knew he was going to be a boy. He and I were making each other sick, and so the doctors said that he needed to come out.
And God blessed us with Bubba Bean, and he was.
Yeah.
He was a little Bubba Bean when he was born. He was 1 pound 7 ounces and 11 inches long. His size wasn't a problem. It was his underdeveloped lungs that were a problem.
Yep. And so we would be there for a couple hours each day, especially in the beginning. And
each surgery, all 10 of them.
Surgery, yep. He was in the NICU for over 11 months. And the last 4 or 5 months that he was in the NICU, he was on life support. I mean, there's no doubt about that. He needed to be in the NICU.
Yep.
But if you could bring yourself to forget about the fact that he had a tracheotomy and was being supported by a respirator, he was just a normal baby. He was kicking and playing with toys, and and he lit up everybody's life. I mean, he was a smiley, big-cheeked little boy.
He stayed in the NICU, and episodes were becoming worse, and we realized that the steroids, the cortisoidal steroids keeping him alive, were turning against his body.
Yeah.
And he couldn't breathe anymore, so we had to induce him a coma, because he would get so.
He was starting to fight the respirator.
He was fighting the respirator.
He was uncomfortable.
He's hungry.
Scared.
He's breath hungry. We watched his vitals, and after only a day or two, we called everybody in, and our pastor in, and we had
people from the NICU came up.
We had everybody around his bed, and we said goodbye to him at 11:55 on October 29th.
Yep.
And we unplugged him, and my wife, for the first time, was able to, hold him where he wasn't tethered to the machine, and she just faced the light, and we left the room and let her have her son.
Yep.
So that's our Kai.
Yep.
That's our Kai. So.
It's a difficult thing to go through.
I mean, I feel lost sometimes, but it's always fleeting. It's always temporary. You can put, I mean, to tell somebody that you can put a radio station on and have immediate comfort is not because of the radio station. It's because of the Spirit of God working through the people in the radio station. And the artists that are singing to you are singing about God and Jesus Christ. And 91.9 happens to be the family station that has recognized through their collective faith that people like Anna and Lewis Berry need to hear artists like Third Day and Stephen Curtis Chapman and Mercy Me and Toby Mac. I need to hear those messages. And I'm not gonna be able to make it through my day unless I have somebody sing to me.
Despite the fact that we're certainly not rich people, but we try to just shave off a meal here, a movie there, so that we can find ways to give too, because when we needed, we received.
That's right.
And when we hear the call from God that somebody needs, we want to be able to give.
That's right.
And 91.9 is one of the places that we give.
Absolutely.